Welcome gamers, welcome back to another playthrough, and today I'm gonna play Warp's Edge. As usual with my playthroughs, I will not explain all the rules, but I'll show you how it works during the playthrough, and I think you can get a pretty good idea. What is this all about? Well, this is my starfighter. There are 4 starfighters in the game to choose from, and my goal is to destroy the mothership. The mothership has 3 sections and I need to destroy each individually, and once I did this, I win the game. In addition, there's also a row of enemies that attack us and prevent us from just focusing on the mothership. By the way, I'm using the German version of the game, so I'm gonna try to translate on the fly, so bear with me if I mess up some terminologies, but I think you get the idea. The game is a bag building game, and we start with these chips in the bag, which are red are lasers with value 1, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Blue are maneuver tokens to evade enemies. Green are energy tokens, which lets us buy new tokens or repair. And this is a special token which belongs to this ship, and I'll explain this one later. Let's put those in the bag, shuffle it, and place it here. To defeat a section of the mothership, I need tokens of this value on this section, which means here I need 6 power, here I need 7 lasers, and here I need 4 evade tokens to destroy the section. As long as this section is active, it will attack me and deal 2 damage at the end of each round. When I take damage, the right tracker is my shield tracker. My shields go down, 1 per damage. Once the shields are down at 0, the hull goes down, and when the hull is at 0, we obviously lose. As long as this section is active, I need 1 more laser and 1 more maneuver to defeat or evade a ship. In this case, to defeat the Viper, I'd need 3 lasers instead of 2 and 3 maneuver instead of 2. As long as this section is active, repair is more difficult for me, because usually it takes 1 energy to repair 2 shields, and as long as this section is active, it's only 1 shield per energy spent. What else do we need to start the game? We start the game with 1 skill card. I draw 2 and I can choose 1. These are obviously German, so let me have a look. When I activate this card, all targets need 1 less laser to destroy them. The activation cost is here, it's 1 energy. This card needs 2 energy. And in this turn, when I use it, all laser markers double their value. And I can activate a card only once per warp. A warp is kind of a round. We have 4 warps. And each time I need to draw from the bag at the end of a turn, and there is no more tokens in there, then the warp ends and a new warp starts. I want to take this card to double my laser values. Let's start by drawing 5 tokens out of the bag. 1, 2, 3. For 5. Okay, we have 2 maneuver, a laser, an energy, and the special token, the upgrade token. I can use this token to choose either all my lasers or all my energies in the pool and upgrade them by 1. I think in this case a laser 2 could be useful. Let's try it. I will upgrade this laser 1 to a laser 2. Now I place 1 maneuver on this section. It needs 4 maneuver to destroy. I won't be able to do this, but a marker here means it is stunned and the ability doesn't trigger anymore. Which means that with my laser 2, I can now defeat the Viper. It needs laser 2. I defeat the Viper. And the reward is here. And the reward is draw 3 more tokens from the bag. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. How many tokens do we have in here? I cannot look into the bag, but I can feel how many tokens. We have 3 more tokens. Now I will activate this card and I'm going to use it for this turn. So this laser is now doubled, its value 2, and I'll place it here, destroying the Venom, and the reward is an O token. Now the question is, should I destroy this one? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to place the 2 maneuver here. It needs 2 maneuver to be destroyed. So it goes here, and the reward is draw 3 tokens out of the bag. This one is in the bag. And I draw 1, 2, 3. Lasers are still doubled this turn. So I will use this one, which is now a 2, to defeat this enemy, which gives me another power 1 token. And I will use this laser here. It's only 2 and I need 7, but the section is now stunned. And I will store the last token in my hold. I can store up to 2 tokens in the hold in this ship. And these are actually safe and I can use them in the next turn in addition to the ones I draw. Now that's the end of my actions. No enemies attack me. The ship does not attack me, this section, because it's stunned. The tokens move up. They're no longer stunned, but they count to the total value to destroy the section. And that's that. This goes to the token. I draw more tokens. And there are only 2 tokens in the bag. 1, 2, the bag is empty, which means the warp is over. What happens when a warp is over? All tokens go back to the bag, except, shuffle these, except the tokens in the hold. Warp marker moves up once. All discarded enemies and all enemies in the row get shuffled and placed on top of the deck. So they return. This card is ready again to use. And I get a new skill card. I draw 2 cards and choose one. Now when I use this card activated with a laser 1, it counts as 1 laser against all targets. That's cool. And this one, to activate, I need a maneuver token. And it lets me ready another skill card that I already used. And in combination with this card, I think I want to keep this one. Okay. Then we draw 4 new enemies. And 5 tokens. And start the next turn. Now I can also use this token. Let's start with this token. I can place this one between 2 cards or between 2 sections, so between 2 targets, and it counts as 1 maneuver token per target, which means both of these are stunned right now and the abilities don't apply, which is cool because now I can use my laser 2 to defeat this enemy, which gives me 3 more tokens. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna use the 2 maneuver tokens here They don't defeat the enemy, but they stun them. And I'll use my upgrade token to upgrade all those power tokens. That's 3 times 1 and a 2. So that's 3 times 2 and a 3. Cool. And now I can use these to buy stuff. This is a value of 9 power in total. So I'm thinking of buying 3 more power tokens. And I think I'm gonna buy 2 more of these guys. And either an upgrade or a P token. Let's give me a P token. I like these ones. Okay, that's all used here. Now that's my action phase. Now the enemies attack. These sections are stunned. These are stunned. But this one attacks for 1, deals 1 damage. And unfortunately, for each damage I take to the shields, I need to discard 1 token from my discarded tokens. Ooh boy, let's discard a power. 2. Not happy. These tokens move up. This moves up and this moves up too. This special ability of the ship is that at the end of each turn, all laser markers get discarded instead of moved up. Okay, let's start next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is an enemy missing, so we need to reveal another one. This needs 5 and 2, and the ability is as long as he's in the game, the cost of each token is increased by 1 energy. Okay. Now what do we have here? So these you already know is like 2 evade on adjacent targets. And this is almost the same, just lasers. So I can place it between 2 ships or between 2 sections, and it counts as 2 lasers for each section. Now here's my plan. I'm going to use this as 2 maneuvers on those sections, which means this ability is disabled and this section will not attack me. Then I use these as 2 maneuvers on these cards, which means I defeat both of these enemies. I'm going to defeat this first. The marker goes here. It only applies to this card now. And this one gives me as a reward another maneuver token. Then I defeat this one with those 2, and it lets me draw 3 more tokens. 1, 2, 3. Yes! And this worked out because now I can use 2 more maneuver. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 maneuver, which destroys this section. Bye-bye section. These move here, belong to this section now, and these get discarded. And problem is the bag is empty, so the warp will end after this turn. So I will use this one to stun this enemy, and this one, there is no adjacent card, so I only place it on this card. It counts as 2 lasers, plus 2 plus 1 is 5, which defeats this enemy and gives me another laser 2. Okay, now the enemies attack. They're all stunned, so this marker goes here, this goes here. And I draw new markers. There's only 1 in there, which means the warp is over. All markers go back to the bag. Shuffle it. Increase the warp marker. shuffle all cards, all enemy cards discarded or in the enemy row. Put them on top of the deck, then go 1, 2, 3, 4. This usually happens at the start of the round, but I think it's okay to do this now. And I get another skill card. And I'm going to keep this one because for 2 evade, I can ignore all damage for 1 turn. And I don't want to use this one. And draw 5 tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 5. Now I do have 5 power, but I need 6 to destroy this section. I can store them in the hold. Maybe I draw another one for the next turn, then I can destroy this section, but actually I need lasers. I can... Now let's do this different. I place this one here and I place another one here, which is 2 maneuver for each side, which defeats those 2 enemies. This enemy gives me a 2 laser, and this one lets me draw 3 more tokens. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to use this one on these 2 enemies, which stuns them but doesn't defeat them. I want to keep the 5 power here. And this is 6 laser. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I use this power to activate this card, which means all laser markers double their value. So this is 4 and this is 8. So this section is defeated. So I guess instead of using this one, I can also use this token here to defeat these 2 enemies. This one gives me an O token, there is none left, and this one gives me a green value 1 power. This is used, and I'm going to save this one in my hold for next turn. So we're getting there. Now we need 6 power. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens and new enemies. Now I have 4 power. If I draw 2 more, I can destroy this section and win the game. How do I get more tokens? By defeating this enemy. I don't know if I have another power token in here, but it's worth a try. So with 4 laser, I'm gonna defeat this enemy and draw 3 more tokens. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, and we are there. I could even upgrade these, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lasers, and destroyed the section, destroyed the mothership, and won the game. Okay, this felt like a cakewalk. Usually you need like till the end of Warp 4. Maybe I had luck, or I need to try the next higher difficulty level. Maybe for the next video. So I hope you got an impression of the game and had fun watching. Thank you, see you next time.